So I am by no means any kind of financial expert or professional financial advisor or anything like that, but I just wanted to share a few tips that have definitely helped me because I'm really big on saving money and on making smart choices. And like I mentioned before, I'm really big on making small, gradual changes because you're not going to go from Spendy McSpenderson to Scrooge overnight. So it's better to try to make small changes towards savings and towards goals than to try to make some sort of huge change and then just immediately fall off the wagon. So the first thing is to spend just 1 month tracking every single thing you buy. Everything from a cup of coffee to going and shopping at Macy's. Just every single time you spend money, you need to track it on a spreadsheet. And you could divide it into categories, like you could say, here's what I spent on clothes, here's what I spent on food from the grocery store, food from restaurants. Just divide it up into some major categories that fit with your lifestyle, and then take a look at what you're spending each month and just try to look and see if there are any categories that really stand out as being really over the top. And then try to find ways to cut your costs without having to get rid of everything that you love to do. I mean, if you're having like serious financial problems, obviously you're going to have to cut out a lot of stuff. But if you feel like you just want to have more savings and you want to save up towards some sort of big purchase and you just want to make some small changes to help you get there faster, then try to find things that you can cut out. Like say if you really love going out and buying coffee, try switching to using a coffee maker instead, because that can save you a lot of money, especially over the course of the year. You could be saving like hundreds of dollars. Or, you know, like if you like to drink soda, then instead of like going to McDonald's and buying a cup of soda, you could buy like just a pack of soda from the grocery store, like a big bulk pack, and then it'll end up costing like 10 cents per can or 15 cents per can rather than spending like $1 every time you want to get a soda. Or like, for example, if you really, really love going out to eat, try to restrict yourself to only going out to eat either with a Groupon or a Living Social coupon or a coupon from restaurant.com. And I'll link all of those down below because I love all those sites and I pretty much never go out to eat without having a coupon in hand from one of those websites, which pretty much can cut down on your dinner bill by like 50% or possibly even more. So it's definitely a really important tool to use to always check those sites. Find restaurants that are featuring deals on those sites and always go out to a restaurant with one of those coupons in hand. And I know if you're like taking someone out on a date, it's kind of awkward to like whip out a coupon. But you know, if you're just going out with like your husband or your wife or like your friends, or you know, just going to grab some food by yourself or whatever, just like more of a casual going out to eat, then there's no reason that you shouldn't be able to use a coupon on a meal like that. And the same thing goes for shopping. If you just really love shopping for clothes and you're like, I just have to go shopping for clothes like once a month, then maybe try occasionally mixing in a store like Marshall's or TJ Maxx into your lineup so you can go and get some clothes or shoes at more of a discount instead of going to like Macy's where you're going to have to pay full price. I also want to quickly share with you guys 2 websites that I've found to be really, really helpful for saving. One of them is mint.com, which is just amazing because it has everything all organized for you. And this is actually really helpful for if you're trying to track all your monthly spending, because you can actually, if you hook up all of your debit cards and credit cards to mint.com, then they will organize and itemize all of your things for you that you've spent money on. Like they'll say, okay, you spent this much at the salon, you spent this much at Macy's, you spent this much at Nordstrom. They'll like organize it all for you, and they'll even categorize it. I'm actually like kind of glancing the website right now. They'll actually even try their best to categorize it. Sometimes they can't find a category for something that you bought and they'll just leave it as uncategorized, and you can go in and like categorize it yourself. But for most stores, they're able to categorize it as grocery or restaurant or clothes or whatever. So that's actually really helpful because you can actually see how much you've spent on each different section, and you can set up budgets and you can say like, I want to spend this much on restaurants, I want to spend this much on groceries, and it will send you a little notification telling you, okay, you went over your grocery budget this month. And you know, you can just use that to kind of track and help keep yourself organized without too much trouble. So it's definitely a great tool to use. And you can actually, I think there's an app for it, so you can have it on your phone, and then you can also use the computer app. And not only will it track your budgets for you, it will also track your debt, so you can sort of see like how you're doing on paying off debt, whether it's credit card debt or student loans or paying a car off or whatever. It'll track all that for you, and it'll also keep track of how much money you have in savings. So if you have like a certain savings goal, like I want to save up this much money, it will show you how close you are to those goals too. And another useful website, which isn't as cool as mint.com, but is also pretty cool, is called smartypig.com, and I'll list both of these in the down bar in case you can't understand what I'm saying. But Smartypig is actually a website that its main goal is just to help you work towards a savings goal. So you'll set up like a little Smartypig account and you'll have it withdraw money every month or however often from your checking account. And you can set up how much you want to have it withdraw, and you can tell it, I want to have this much saved by this time, and it'll tell you how much you have to save each month, and then it'll just withdraw the money for you, so you don't even have to set it aside in savings or whatever, and you'll get a 1% return. So it's kind of like a little online piggy bank that will safely store and set aside your money for you. So it basically forces you to plan ahead so that you don't have to save all your money at the last minute by eating ramen every day. You'll get to save gradually and work towards your goal. So I hope these tips were helpful for you guys. Anything that I mentioned I will list in the info box, and just let me know if I forgot or left anything out that you were curious about. And also please leave in the comments if you guys have any good tips on saving money or any sort of financial tips. I always love to hear other people's tips, so definitely leave those down in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!